What's up internet? Today I am going to show you how to make these buttons more clicky on the PS5 controller. I've picked up a couple of things from a company called eXtremeRate on Amazon. This guy's a mod for individual buttons for the D-pad. The stock D-pad on the PS5 controller is a one-piece D-pad. You see how I move this and all of these guys move along with it? And this guy is gonna be a mod to make your buttons more clicky. So this is a board that has clicky switches. We're gonna replace the rubber dome switches with this guy. I have to say, this is the cheapest packaging I've ever seen. Look at this. This whole thing is stapled together with staples. Look at this. And here's the board. There's eXtremeRate on it. It's a very nice looking board. Yeah, it's definitely clicky. Yeah, it resembles a mouse click, you know? Yeah, this definitely doesn't feel premium. It's very cheap plasticky feel. Let's just break it off. I plan to pair these buttons with this clicky board here. So the first thing we need to do is pop the PS5 controller open. Using this tool, we're gonna pry this guy open. Oh, this was easier than I thought. Okay. And it just comes right off. Look, it looks like a little alien, right? Alright, so now we're gonna pop open the buttons. Okay, just go in this way. Just pops right up. Next we have a few screw to unscrews. So the first ones are up here. Alright, make sure you don't lose the screws. And then there's a couple more screws down here. Another one down here. Alright, we're gonna go back to our prying tool here. And there is a couple of clips right here that you need to unlodge. Okay. Alright, now the whole bottom part of the controller will come off. There you go. Man, look at this. This is the inside of the PS5 controller. Fancy. Alright, so we're gonna need to remove this battery. Alright, so take the battery out from the bottom. Okay. And you just kind of have to wiggle this thing back and forth. Here we are. So the PS5 controller has a removable battery after all. Yeah, you can see there's a couple of motors here on the handle, and this is where the adaptive triggers live. Right here. Alright, next we need to take this plastic piece off. So the first thing we need to do is unlatch this guy right here. This orange wire just comes right off. And then there's a screw right here we need to take out. Okay, so now this thing just comes right off. Wow, look at this. Look at all the circuitry. What is this logo? Is that a crab? Giant enemy crabs? Maybe it's an Easter egg. Alrighty, there's a couple more cables we need to unplug. One's over here on the left hand side. Okay. Okay, another one on the right hand side. One at the bottom of the controller here. And then one at the top is blue. So with this one, you just pull it right out. Now there's a couple more screws here that we need to unscrew. Yeah, usually I use my index finger here to grab the screw so that it doesn't go all over the place. There we go. Alright, so now this whole board will come off. And you can just push the thumbstick up and then it'll just come right off. Right here. What is this thing? So this thing is for the trackpad. That's cool. Now we're gonna need to unscrew these. After you're done taking these guys out, this whole thing will just come off. Oh, look at this. Whoa! You know what's interesting is there's this big motor here, and there's a couple smaller motors here. I guess that's how it creates the variation of the rumbling. Alright, you can take these off, just like that. Yeah, this is why your controller is so mushy, it's just nothing but rubber. Here's the one-piece D-pad. Check that out. And these are the buttons. Man, they're deeper than I thought. So the next step would be plugging these guys in here, but since I'm switching this guy out for the individual buttons, so I'm gonna do that instead. This goes right in there. And for the face buttons, we have the circular ones. Yeah, honestly, I can't believe that someone even thought to do this, let alone making a product out of it and selling it on Amazon. I guess if there's a will, there's a way, right? Alright, now let's put the buttons back onto the controller. Alright, we got triangle that goes on top. Square goes on the right hand side next to the touchpad. So you just put on like this and kind of spin it and then it just falls down. You see that? Circle is out here. And finally we have X. Spin it around until it falls down. There we are. And if the start and the share button fell out, make sure you put that back too. Alright, next we have to replace this guy with the Clicky board. So to take it off, you flip it around. Lift this guy up and you see there's this thing here that's attached, so just unplug that. Alright, it just comes right off, see that? Now you can just take it right off. You know, I can't believe how many components goes into a controller, Jesus Christ. So on the right hand side, just slip it into this little groove right here. There we are. And just kind of line it up, and this part is a little tricky. You see how there's a little opening right there, so you have to slide this guy in there. There we are. Fantastic. Push it down to make sure that everything's lined up. Now let's turn this bad boy around, and you see how there's two holes here, so that goes in here. Just make sure it's secure, and now I think we're ready to put the controller back. Alright, we're gonna screw the silver screws back in here. Another one on this side. And we're gonna put this little wire through this hole right here. Make sure you get it flush down, right? Okay, now we're gonna plug in the flex cable. So this guy goes right in here. And this wire here goes into this little guy right there. Okay, on the left side. And the last one, this guy goes in here. Booyah. Now we're going to place this plastic piece back on the back of the controller. And the way to tell how it goes in is this little screw hole here. But there's an arrow right here, so you just line them up. Make sure you get this little guy out. Nice and easy. Now let's screw this bad boy in. Make sure it's secure but not too tight. Alright, now we have this loose wire right here, so just plug it in here. So you slip that little extra plastic in there, and then you go in here, and there's little two grips here, you just slide it under there. Alright, next we're going to put the battery back. Cool. So now we're going to screw this area in, and also this area right above the motors. Alright, next we're going to put the back of the controller back. Just line it up. See that? Easy peasy. And then just click it back in. All the way around. Voila. So next we're going to screw these two areas in right above the triggers. And at the bottoms of the handles. Next, we're gonna just push the shoulder buttons in. Make sure you line up right. R1, R2. And lastly, let's put the alien back on. What you want to do is put these guys in here. There you go, and then push it in. And everything will just click in place. Now we have the PlayStation 5 controller all reassembled. Let's see. Yeah, they feel good. Not a lot of travel though, but that's to be expected. What do you say we plug this bad boy in and take it for a test drive? Oh sure, it works. Oh yeah. The crane backdash. Look at this. So good. Nice. This feels so much better than the regular PlayStation 5 controller. Oh yeah. This is more of a feel thing. To be honest with you, this just feels better. Alright, this is gonna be the ultimate test, the Brad Wong roll. Yeah, there we go. It's so good. So much better than the stock controller. Okay, you know, in terms of the face buttons, I didn't really have a problem with the original stock controller's face buttons. But these, they just feel a lot better. It just feels like you can execute your moves a lot faster just because the travel is less and it's clickier. Alright, that's gonna be it for me. If you're somebody who likes the feel of the button, I recommend you doing this mod. It is a little tedious and you gotta open up the whole controller to switch everything out. But that's also can be a fun process as well. It'll make your PS5 controller a lot better. Okay, if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe for more, and take care now.